Now that's fuego.
On our recent trip to Puerto Vallarta, we tried as many tacos as we could at both street taco stands and sit-down restaurants. In this video, I'm sharing the best tacos we found in Puerto Vallarta, mostly in the Zona Romantica, El Centro, and the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhoods. And you're not gonna believe who wins. Pastor is the ubiquitous taco in town. This is the type of taco you want to try at least once or 5 times. And I'm also including some hot spots for Birio Tacos. First up is Ponchos Tacos, arguably the most famous street taco stand in Puerto Vallarta. Objectively, these are really tasty al pastor tacos, and many will tell you they're the best. It's open from 4 p.m. to midnight, and there's a lineup down the block the entire time that it's open. We showed up at 10:30 p.m. and we still waited 33 minutes to get a table for 2. Are they the best and worth the wait? In my opinion, no. There's no doubt that the quality of meat is high and the marinade is phenomenal. However, in a blind taste test, I'm pretty confident that most people wouldn't be able to identify Ponchos Tacos from some of the other ones that we have on this list. I think the reason Ponchos Tacos is popular is because of its prime location, which is 1 block up from the beach, and it provides the street food taco experience, but in the comfort of a sit-down restaurant. Ponchos Tacos are also some of the most expensive that we found at 28 pesos per pastor taco. At other places on this list, some were as low as 15 or 18 pesos that tasted just as good, and maybe even better. Next, we have Pepes Tacos. Pepes is the most well-known pastor taco joint in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood, close to the start of the Malecon. If you're visiting off a cruise ship for a day, Pepes is a great spot. It's not too far from the port, and they open at 1 p.m. Here, you get the street taco stand experience with the comforts of an indoor sit-down restaurant. As for the pastor itself, it was crispy yet moist, and they do a really nice char on the meat. And they serve margaritas for 100 pesos. It costs 22 pesos for an al pastor taco on a corn tortilla, or 44 pesos for a flour tortilla. Moving on to our first street taco stand. If you're standing in line at Ponchos Tacos, or don't feel like standing in line, keep walking east past Ponchos for about half a block, and you'll see this street taco stand on the other side of the street. This was our all-time favorite street taco stand for al pastor. We went back 4 days in a row. The quality, price, and location is outstanding. Rumor has it that the chef used to work at Ponchos and then branched out to make his own better pastor. Maybe that's true, but I would just say let the food do the talking. I also recommend trying the carne asada, the steak tacos. They're really good. And here it's 20 pesos per taco, which is cheaper than Ponchos, and there's never any wait. We also found that this was one of the most loaded tacos we had. Like, I couldn't even fold the damn thing, there was so much meat inside. At the corner of the 200 Highway and Francisco Madero, there's a taco stand that sets up in the evenings just outside of the Oxxo. I'm not sure if it has an official name, but it's right across from the restaurant called Martini on Fuego, so you can't miss it. This is another one where we've eaten multiple times. This taco stand is a stop on the popular walking taco tours, so you know it's good. The pastor is rich and tender because he does a quick fry of the meat in its own drippings. And we really like the homemade salsas. Do I dare you hot?
Cut.
Taquito Acapulco is an authentic Mexican restaurant in Centro. We saw mostly locals here when we ate, which is a really good sign. They have an extensive menu centered around tacos, with specialty tacos, grilled vegetable side dishes, and several kinds of queso fundido. The prices here are awesome. An order of 4 pastor tacos is 60 pesos, making them 15 pesos each. So that's 4 tacos for about $3. Hot tip, definitely try the grilled cactus for a unique side dish to add to your tacos. Deep in the romantic zone, you'll find Taqueria Las Cueres. It's a small sit-down Mexican restaurant, and the al pastor has great smoky flavor. They bring you 6 salsas, all ranging in different spiciness levels. I believe this is another stop on one of the walking taco tours, so again, it's definitely a hit. And if they have Jamaica, which is hibiscus, as their agua fresca flavor of the day, it was the best one that we tried on our whole trip. Moving on to Taco Sonorita, in my opinion, this place had the best pastor tacos that rival Ponchos Tacos, but in a much more inviting and comfortable environment. The portions here are huge, the prices are competitive, and they have vegetarian and vegan options as well. When you walk by this place, you won't be able to not stop in. The wafting charcoal smell is something else, and the food tastes even better. In front of the large Guadalajara pharmacy, it's where you'll find La Horminga, which has boldly labeled themselves as the best taco stand on Google Maps. We liked their fresh homemade tortillas, and the pastor had that classic taste, very similar to others that we tried on this list. But what really stood out was the extra toppings and salsas available to dress your tacos. Also, prices were great at 17 or 18 pesos per taco. Located across the street from Archie's Walk and a 3-minute walk from Ponchos, you'll find a hole-in-the-wall taqueria with green chairs. It can be easy to miss, but if you're staying nearby in the southern part of the Romantic Zone or walking from the Los Muertos Pier, it's definitely worth a stop. They offer 5 pastor tacos for 90 pesos, crispy but not dry, and the pastor marinade was so flavorful. And they weren't fatty or greasy, unlike some other pastor tacos that you can find. Mr. Taco is the best place to find al pastor street tacos if you're going to be in Bucerias, which I highly recommend, and you can check out my other videos about this charming community only 30 minutes from Puerto Vallarta if you've never been or you're thinking about going. These were the cheapest and best pastor tacos we found for 17 pesos each. The pineapple was lightly roasted from sitting above the pastor, and the corn tortillas were light, airy, and crispy. And it's directly across from an OXXO, so you can bring your own beer. The flavor packed a punch and definitely rivaled that of Ponchos, and you really can't go wrong for 17 pesos. But you should know this street taco stand doesn't open till about 7 p.m. It's perfect if you want to go watch some live music across the street at Jack's or Voodoo Monkey and then have a late night snack. Moving on to Birio Tacos, which are traditionally served for breakfast or lunch, we're starting with Birria Chanfei. These were probably the best birria tacos we had in Puerto Vallarta. These were packed with savory, smoky, sweet flavor. Again, this is one of the stops on the popular morning taco walking tour, so you know it's high quality, really tasty, and has good prices. As far as seating, it's like a hybrid between a standing taco cart and a sit-down restaurant. I recommend visiting this hidden gem before word gets out. And don't forget to ask for your free consomme. Only 2 blocks up from the Malecon, not far from the arches, you'll find El Banquito. It's more of a hole-in-the-wall spot, but don't let that fool you. This home-style birria joint is awesome. We ordered the 3 birria tacos plus consomme for 50 pesos. That was a ton of food for about $2.50 per person. Since you get 3 tacos, I recommend ordering 1 soft, 1 medium, and 1 crispy. The consomme was phenomenal and packed with savory flavor. It's open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., so plan to visit for breakfast, lunch, or a late lunch. So in the end, who came out as the winner of the best tacos in Puerto Vallarta? Honestly, if I were to undergo a blind taste test between Ponchos, Pepes, and several of the street taco carts, I'm confident I wouldn't be able to identify which al pastor is which. They're all that close. I recommend trying a few different places and having fun finding your favorites. For a full listing of each of these taco places in order, including addresses, please check out my blog post. Everything is listed there. So let me know in the comments, have you tried any of these places? Do you have a favorite? Have you tried street tacos before? Let me know, I want to hear it all. Thanks for watching.